will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings.
They are men, and they are a challenge.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. What a game we have for you here. The first meeting of the year between two of the NFL's most hostile divisional rivals. This matchup always among the most anticipated games of the regular season. It's the Bats going up against the Texans. With that, let's get out to NRG Stadium in Houston. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Austin Bats and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for our visiting Austin ball club, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
They go play action here on first down. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang. But it's second down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they have their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
10 yards still left on second down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense. Still second down.
Second down, Winston. And he comes back with one complete.
Holding, offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Now a second down throw for Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was 3rd and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the first down marker, the defense conceded, and they stopped them well short of a first down.
Take it at the 37. Touchdown, Houston. Well, they were going to get excellent field position either way. They had pinned them deep, but that's even better.
So in other words, being comfortable with field position, that was going to be okay. But sometimes being greedy is the right way to go. And boy, they take it all the way back, put it in the end zone. A great way to get started for them.
Roberto Aguayo now for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
And a look now at the defense for Houston.
Anthony Barr almost defies description at times. He's built like a defensive end, but he plays outside linebacker and does it quite well. Third and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Off the play fake, Winston. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And he fields it cleanly. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback. One man in the backfield, Elliott. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ziggy Ansah in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Cut his left. Cut his left. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. An unbelievable play there on 4th and long. 45 yards.
And they pick up the first down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And an alley to run. He will not go down. And it's a touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. The Texans defense, we watch them get set to go. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. They said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. Jameis to throw it. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. So we've got a 2nd and 5.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to kick it away. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Here comes the defense heading back out here on the road. And they gave up a touchdown last drive. You kind of need to hit the reset button after every touchdown given up, Charles.
I love that. And the way that you phrased it is perfect because from series to series, you can reset how the game is going to go. If you give up a touchdown before, it doesn't mean you have to do it again. And if you made a great play before, you have to reset again anyway because they're going to attack. So I love the way you phrased it and put it out there. That's what they have to do in this series.
Not like when you're playing a video game. You can't hit the reset button here. Let's go.
No, you shouldn't anyway, that's for sure.
Now back to throw. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. And we take a look at the starting lineup defensively.
Ezekiel Ansah out of BYU. We call him Ziggy, and he knows where the quarterback is on every play.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. On the run. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Second down following the run.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Back now with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Austin football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Pardon the into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on third. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just outside his own goal line. This is fielded at the 27. Very good return that time. 18 yards. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then the offensive...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Demontre Moore in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.